In the past 13 months, we've been on 6 cruises. Today we're going to give you our top 5.
Say what?
Well, 2 of them drew, so hence it's the top 5. So we're going to give each one a score out of 40, looking at the entertainment, the cabin, the ports we visited, the ship, embarkation, food, service and value for money.
This is our own opinion from our own experiences. If you differ to our opinion, then please let us know in the comments below. If you're thinking on travelling at any of the ships that we feature in this video, we say take a broad view across. Watch as many YouTube videos on these ships as possible. Head to Cruise Critic and Facebook as well, so you can have a broad opinion of the ship and the experiences people have had. This is Tom and Rach, and I think it's about time that we delved into our top 5 of ships we've been on in the past 13 months. So what ship is at number 5?
So at number 5 we have Msc Virtuosa. This was a short cruise over to Guernsey. So first up we have Embarkation. We scored Embarkation a 2 out of 5. The reason for this was actually that there was a fire alarm going off prior to getting there, which caused lots of queues and lots of delays to actually getting on board the ship, which is a bit of a pain when you're going on only a 2-day cruise. Next up is the ship itself. We gave it an overall score of 3. Personally, we prefer a smaller ship with lots of nooks and crannies, and this one's just a little bit too vast and blingy for our liking. Next, we have the food. As you can see, we did take one of the specialty restaurants as one of our meals. We also had a meal in the buffet, and we had a meal in the MDR on one of the evenings. Food, okay, not great. Scored a 2.5. Next up, we have our cabin. So our cabin scored a whopping 4.5 out of 5. So this was a suite. It sleeps up to 7 people. There were 5 of us in the room. As you can see here, there were bunk beds, which were hidden behind a little curtain, so they were nice and private. You had a double bed, and then you also had a sofa bed. Being right at the back of the ship, as you can see, those views were spectacular. Next up, the entertainment. So we scored the entertainment a 3 out of 5. There's always something to do on MSC ships. There was lots of entertainment going on, not to my liking. Well, actually, no, sorry, not to my taste, but entertaining enough once you've had a few glasses of wine. And that's Virtuosa, 21.5.
Next up at number 4 is Valiant Lady. To be honest, our next 4 cruises that are in our top 5 could have swapped around. They're very close score-wise, but this one is at number 4. And Valiant Lady was a 2-night cruise, was supposed to be a 3-night cruise, but due to circumstances it went down to 2, so that did mean we did get extra onboard credit. It was the food that got a 5. Amazing food. The restaurants are like specialty restaurants, but they are all included in the price. And also the service, lovely, friendly, great staff on board. I gave a 1 for the entertainment. It was only down to personal choice. Someone else might give it a 5 out of 5. They're very talented people, just wasn't to our liking. And also we did find around the ship it was very, very quiet and not enough entertainment going on. My final thought on Virgin is give them a go. I love they're doing things differently. Food, service, value for money is absolutely excellent. So why not give them a go? And you might love them. That is Virgin 27.5.
In joint third place, we have MSC Preziosa. This was an 8-night Northern Europe cruise. Embarkation, we gave a 5 out of 5. It was really smooth. We were on board very quickly, no problems whatsoever. Next up, the cabin. We scored this a 1.5. The video of the cabin is actually in the corner. If you give that a click, you'll see why it was so horrendous. Next up, the ship itself. We scored a 4.5. Preziosa is a very grand, beautiful ship, I'd say. She's a bit of an older one, but actually lots of nooks and crannies. Just a really nice atmosphere on board. Moving on, our ports, we gave a 3.5. Absolutely loved Northern Europe, and we can't wait to go back in February next year. Food is always a little bit of a mixed bag we find on MSC, so this time round we gave it a 3.5. Entertainment, Again, very random, always with MSC, but there's always something going on, and I'm pretty sure everyone can find some kind of entertainment they may enjoy, especially the slides in this case. Tom and Ernest absolutely loved going down this slide. So that's MSC Preziosa with a score of 28.
Please take a moment if you enjoyed this video to give it a like and also consider subscribing. We have some amazing cruise content coming in 2023, including Princess, P&O and Cunard. We thank you from the 4Bs. Up next, Anthem of the Seas. Anthem would have been higher in our top 5 if it wasn't for the fact that we had to give ports a 0. We visited the amazing places that are Liverpool and Belfast, but this was COVID time on our 4-night cruise, and Royal Caribbean had a rule that if you had kids, you had to go on excursion. Excursions are overpriced, so we didn't go on any of them, and we stayed on the ship. So we had to give the ports a 0. That rule has disappeared now. You can get off when you like with kids. So this probably would have been edging towards the top of our list because we loved the ship. We gave it a 4.5. The service was excellent, which we did give a 5. The cabin middle score of 3. We will be returning on Anthem of the Seas in 2023, and we can't wait. But for now, just based on this cruise, it was a 28.
At number 2, we have P&O Ventura. This was a 12-night cruise coming in at £4,000 for an interior cabin, and this was at Christmas, as you can see from these lovely photos with the tree. So, firstly, going to talk about the cabin. So, first thing I will say, on an older P&O ship, the storage for your clothing is separate from where your bed space is, and this just made the room seem a lot bigger than it actually was, and there was so much storage that was in the cabin, which was really, really good. And we gave that a 4.5. That is the ship. So Ventura is an older ship, but she is absolutely beautiful. As you can see, Tom enjoying a free cake there, which you get with your Costa. So we were in there every day. On to the food. So we gave the food a 4. Generally really good. Speciality restaurants are fabulous. You have got the Beach House where we are in those pictures. Then you have Sindhu Restaurant, which is the Indian, and the Glass House, which was amazing. Can't wait to try that on some of the newer ships. And the buffet wasn't so great. Next, on to the ports. So, as I said, this was around the Canary Islands. We gave the ports a 3. Not an awful lot to do when you step off the ship. We did do a few things, but there's always sunshine, which is always good. So, we gave P&O Ventura a 29.5 out of 40. And that was number 2.
Drumroll, please. What is at number 1 in our cruise countdown? It is Msc Sea View. We went on a 7-night cruise, costing just over £2,000 for a balcony room. We loved it on Sea View. We got a couple of 5s here. The ports, Mediterranean ports. You can't go wrong with a bit of Marseille, a bit of Malta, Barcelona. And the cabin, as you can see, Ernest is demonstrating here. We had loads of space for a balcony cabin. I don't think I've ever seen a balcony cabin as big as this for a standard balcony. Food in the buffet was the best we've had at sea. If it wasn't so rammed, it'd be even better. We'd give it a 5.5 out of 5. But we absolutely loved the food, especially eating outside on the deck of an evening. Speciality restaurants as well. This fusion restaurant and also Butcher's Cut gave it a high mark. And we just loved the ship. We gave it a 4.5. It's a sunshine ship. So when you are in the beautiful sunshine of the Mediterranean, I don't think I could think of a better ship to be on, especially the water park. The kids absolutely love the water park, and take a look at these views. So that was our top cruise that we have done so far over the past 13 months, and that was Sea View, and that is at number 1. So here we go. Our top 6 ships and their scores. Would I recommend all 6 ships? Yes, I would. Don't forget to check our video library for vlogs, ship tours and reviews of all the ships you see on the screen.
As always, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, you could give it a like and pop a comment down below if you want to. If you could consider subscribing, we would really appreciate it. if you want more amazing cruise content, we have got plenty coming up in 2023. So those were our favourite cruises. If you want to see our favourite port, it was Barcelona. And if you click here, see our top 10 things to do in the beautiful city of Barcelona. It's all from Cruising with the 4Bs. See you next time. Happy cruising.